Hello everybody and welcome to the Glow Forest January D&D one-shot group 2. I am Firefly, owner of the Glow Forest, socials below, and I'm here today with a group of heroes ready for an adventure led by me this time. So we'll go through each hero quickly to introduce themselves. So today's heroes are Thel.
Hello, I am Thel. I will be playing Dwarven, also known as Bubbles. I am a Triton monk of Mercy, and the Mercy monk is is characterized by being a basically your witch doctors that you'd get back in the plague times, and they would wear very ornate masks, and that is a mask of an axolotl.
Perfect. Perfect. Next up is Skrit.
Hello, I'm Skrit. I will be playing as Cosmo, the male half-elf sorcerer. Cosmo doesn't remember a lot of his past, but one thing about him is that he always finds himself compelled and drawn towards religious and priests and teachers. He doesn't really understand why, and he can't really tell much of a pattern about it. But he wants to try and understand why this is.
Very cool. Next is Ducky.
Hi, I'm Ducky. I'm playing Ranvar, a Triton paladin. I grew up being the older brother of the family, so I'm very protective over people who are younger than me. I'm 50 years of age, so I'm quite seasoned, but yeah, I like to do a lot of protecting when it comes to other people around me that I'm with.
Nice. And last but certainly not least is Roberto.
I'm Roberto. I'll be playing Ulrich Roundbarrel, the male halfling cleric. He's sort of a church soldier more than a religious figure. He's the guy that follows the priest and makes sure he gets to where he's going safely and helps people find those alms in their pockets to give to the poor.
Nice. Very cool. All right. Here we go. Oh, let me post this for you guys actually quick so that you can see the screen and just let me know if there's any errors. I will fix those. But there you go. All right. So, I'll give you a little overview. Whistledown is a quiet town that generally keeps to its own affairs. Located on the travel route between the cities of Magnamar and Carmega, the town sees fairly frequent traffic from travelers passing through. Situated between Sanos Forest and Lake Cyrantula, Whistledown boasts a healthy fur and fish trade, as well as crops from the outlying farmlands. Known as the heart of the gnome population in Varesia, Whistledown is home to just as many humans, although some of the houses may seem a bit small for them. The pride of the town is the Feast of Yomancha, which celebrates the Agathian Imperial Lord each year on the same day, and I will put that spelling for you. Hang on. I pasted instead of copied. There you go. All right. So I will put this up for you guys as well. In Roll20. Should now see a map.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So as the party arrives, you will be arriving on this road right here, sort of the southwest road there. You walk up and enter into a large, cheerful gathering. There's all kinds of festivities going on when you get here. There are rows of carts and vendors set up on either side of this large open area, which is this large open area on the map. Pretty obvious. There are food carts and wares, and it looks like there's some games. You look around and you see like a bow and arrow game. There's some arm wrestling going on by this sort of makeshift outdoor tavern where you also see what appears to be a drinking game. So you arrive in this town. Everybody is full of merriment. There's lots going on. It's getting towards dark. Some of the lanterns are lit, and you look around, and you're free to check it out.
Do we arrive together, or do we all just sort of arrive at the same time?
You arrive together. It's assumed that you're a party traveling together.
Very nice, very nice.
So there's some food carts, there's some games, there's all kinds of things.
I'm going to walk up to the arm wrestling table
Okay.
and ask whoever's there if they want to arm wrestle me.
Okay.
I'm following Ducky. This is gonna be great.
So you go up, and there's a big guy. He looks like he's probably pretty friendly, but he's there to like smash people. So you walk up to the table, and there's a smaller, middle-aged gnomish woman, and she's like, "You wanna arm wrestle?" And she kind of looks you up and down.
Oh, you betcha.
All right, take a seat. And you see a couple people gather around. They're getting very excited. The prize is a drink, elbows on table, and clasp hands.
Bring it.
Okay. So as you say
how sorry, you said the guy is like big, like how big, like in comparison to like are we looking like does it seem like a dwarf talking to like a regular man, or is it like someone talking to a giant?
he's human, very
I see.
muscular,
Very muscular.
probably about 6'2", 6'3".
Oh god.
I can take him.
And
All right.
Ranvis being average height.
Of average height.
I lean into Ronvis and I whisper, "Take it easy. We only just got here."
All right.
Okay.
He's like, "Don't worry,
I
I'm
lean
not
in and
gonna
I whisper
hurt
as
your
well.
friend."
Don't leave anything to chance here. We gotta beat this guy. Gotta make sure who's boss.
All right. So, the middle-aged gnomish woman says, "All right, 1, 2, 3, go. I need you to make a strength check."
Oh, I can do that. 19.
All right. So, you know, people are kind of looking at you like, I don't know, looks a little scrawny. But as soon as she says go, you push and move his arm halfway down to the table. Go ahead and make another strength check.
Oh.
While this is going on, is
16.
anyone observing us?
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of townsfolk that are sort of going around, looking, you know, enjoying just the merriment. But a couple of people have come over and are watching this arm wrestling competition.
I rolled a 16.
A 16. Okay, hang on. Oh boy. Okay. So you're feeling pretty good about this. You think, maybe I don't need to hurt him as much as I thought I could. You go to push again, and you just see a grin on this guy's face as he pushes your arm back over to the other side halfway down.
Oh no.
He rolled a natural 20.
Oh no.
Don't let up, Ranvis. We got this.
I will not.
Go ahead and make another strength check.
I move to stand behind the strong man and I cast guidance on Ducky.
On Ducky? Okay, can you...
On Ronvos.
Okay,
I rolled, but what do I got to do for guidance?
Add a d4.
Okay.
Yep.
24.
24?
Yep.
Oof. Okay. You're like, you feel like the surge of extra vigor as you go to push again, and you push his hand halfway to the other side, back where you originally were.
Let's
Rolled
go,
really
my
well,
fella.
and then really bad. All right. Another strength check.
Oh, 6.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Amazingly,
only for one roll,
it's
isn't it?
enough.
Yay!
You guys are both very tired from this drawn-out battle. And as much as you're feeling this ache in your arm from the fight, from the struggle, you manage to smack his hand down on the table, and you are the winner.
Woo!
The middle-aged noblewoman throws her hands up and says, "All right, we got a winner!" And she hands you a little token, and she says, "Bring this up to the bar for your drink."
Thank you.
There you
Thank
go.
you, everyone.
Very
Thank
nice.
you, everyone.
As the woman hands you this token and tells you where to go to get your drink and everything, a tall human man comes up dressed in pretty nice clothes. It looks stately. He comes up and he's just like, "Wow, that was a great show. I wasn't sure you were gonna beat him. He's kind of the champion around here."
I mean, I wasn't. Oh,
Nope.
I wasn't sure I was going to beat him either, to be honest. But here we go.
I'm oh my god. Hang on. I just blanked on his name. I'm the mayor, Flint Ruthern. It's very nice to meet you guys. Are you in town for the festival? Just passing through?
Just passing through for the moment. Just the festival is a nice little
Distraction.
start to yes, distraction would be the good word.
Sure. Well, you're very welcome here. It's always nice to have some adventures around. I hope you enjoy yourselves. And he just sort of flits off to another group.
Seems like a nice fellow.
Yeah. So who was everybody watching the arm wrestling? Was anybody doing anything during that time? And is there anything you'd guys like to do now?
I'd like to go and have a go at the archery.
Okay. All right. Are you going alone? Is anyone going with you?
On the way, I'm probably going to pick up
after the
my
arm
beer.
wrestling. So I'm saying I'm going to go try the archery. You guys want to see how I do?
Cosmo's like interested in all the people that gathered around the arm wrestle. He wants to like talk to some of them, but I'll wait my turn. Yeah.
Okay.
I will
we'll
go
do the
watch
archery
the
and then we'll do some of the talking. Okay. So you make your way over to the archery. You see a young man. He seems to be running it. There are 2 targets set up. One of them is taken up by a little boy whose mother is kind of cheering him on, but he maybe looks a little bit small to be using a bow and arrow. And so it's cute, but he's not doing the greatest. So you walk up, and the young man greets you. He's like kind of chuckling at the kid, and he's just like, welcome. Would you like to try your luck?
I would.
All right, it's a 1 copper entry fee.
I lost my copper. How many shots does that get me?
You get 3 tries. Make it to
Okay.
that target.
To make it to the target. Okay.
You look over at the target, and there's like arrows scattered around everywhere but the target.
Okay. I don't have a bow or arrows.
No, he hands them to you. He hands them to you,
cool,
and then
cool,
he points
cool.
to the line, and he says, all right, you get 3 arrows here, and he hands them. You get this bow. It's kind of a crappy bow, but you think it'll maybe work. And he points it to the line. He's like, just step up there and take your shots. So
Okay.
go ahead and do me a dex roll. dexterity roll.
Dexterity. 23, natural 20.
Nice. All right, so you step up, you knock your arrow, and you let it loose, and it goes straight into the center. And the guy just is astounded after the day he's seen. And he just claps and he's like, that was incredible. And you see a couple people looking around as he says that, like, what? What happened? Go ahead and make another dexterity.
I'm going to stand a bit further back.
Okay, all right.
Because I'm cocky now.
I walk.
That's a 15.
15, okay. So you go ahead and take a couple steps back. You're feeling good about yourself. You let it loose, and it lands sort of outside the main target area, but still on the target.
I see.
So not a bullseye, but you landed the target at least. It's in, like, if you think of the rings.
Yeah, it's like
in, like,
third one out.
Yeah, like one out. Yep.
Cool.
All right. Go ahead and make one last dex roll.
Oh, numbers, please don't fail me. 17.
17. Okay. All right. So you go ahead and let loose your last arrow, and it lands kind of in between your previous one and your first one. And everybody starts to clap around you, and they're like, yeah, good job. You know, this little gnome guy, he tries to smack you on the back. It kind of hits you in the butt a little bit. It's fine. He was just being friendly.
Yep.
The guy running the games kind of walks up and takes the bow from you and goes, that was fantastic. Here, you got all 3 in there. You deserve this. And he hands you a token to get a drink.
Cool. I take a bow to the crowd. More achievements like this to come later. Keep an eye out.
You see a couple people genuinely impressed, and like one dude in the back just rolling his eyes. All right, so Cosmo wanted to talk to some people. So we'll go back there. Okay.
So Cosmo was just like, it's sort of like curious, like all the people gathered around because he's like not used to seeing such a big crowd for his party mates. And it's like he goes up to like one of them and he's like, so what did you think of my party mate? He's strong, huh?
Oh, that was great. Oh man, you know, it's crazy because Galen's been the champion for the arm wrestling for like forever. That was awesome.
It was really fun to watch. So wish I was that strong, but yeah, never been that much of a fighter myself.
We all have our own strengths.
That's true.
You look at him. He looks like he's like middle-aged. Smells a bit of fish. Like standard
Same.
fisherman kind of garb.
Is this a human or a gnome or something else?
Gnome.
Okay, yeah. So looking down on him a bit taller than him. It's like, good chatting. Are you from around here?
I'm born and raised.
Ah, it's a lovely little town.
It is. I hope you're enjoying the feast. Are you, is your party just passing through?
Yeah, so we've travelled through and think that our plans were to move on, but it seems like a welcoming place. Perhaps we will stay a while.
Absolutely. Just, and he kind of, like, motions you closer, and he says, just be careful if you go out on the lake, all right? There's something out there. And then,
The lake?
Yeah, you hear one of his friends next to him, hears this and kind of nudges him, and he's like, come on, there's nothing out there. And he addresses you, and he's just like, sorry about my friend. There's been some issues with some of the boats, but it's fine. It's fine.
Cosmo just chuckles back at both of them with like a hearty laugh. He's like, it's funny.
And the other gnome just kind of goes, "No, I'm serious. I'm serious." And he's like, stop freaking out the adventures. And he sort of says, "I hope you have a nice day." And he kind of ushers his friend away.
You too. Good day. And Cosmo briefly steps away towards his party.
Okay. All right. Is anybody doing anything else? Were people watching Bubbles doing archery?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, you were. Can both of you make a perception check for me?
Sure.
Not Bubbles though. Bubbles was bringing.
I was too busy
in the archery
shooting
game.
it up, man.
I was way too invested, let's say that, because I rolled a natural one.
Oh boy. Okay.
21.
21. Okay. So I have to remember your characters' names.
Ulrich.
Ulrich. Yes. So Ulrich, as you're watching your friend kick ass at archery, you hear someone behind you start sort of talking in whispers, like, "Did you see that strange guy that came into town the other day? Yeah, I think he's staying over at Haster's. I'm not really sure. They're like, I've never seen him before. You think he's okay?" And then they just sort of, continue their conversation as they walk away. So, would anybody else like to do anything else?
What more games can we completely destroy? Yeah.
There is one more game. There's the drinking game.
Well,
So the drinking game. Oh god.
I stow my shield and weapon, and I rub my hands together and crack my knuckles, and I step towards the drinking game.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. Who all is participating in it? Is it just you
Rick.
then, or?
Cosmo sees this and he's like, finally a game that I can be good at. And he steps up too.
Okay. All right. So you guys make your way back towards that sort of like outdoor makeshift tavern by the arm wrestling. You belly up to the bar. There's there's a gnome woman and an older human man. And the two of you at the bar, you get the feeling this is your competition. So you walk up there, and I think his name is Zedright. Yes, and Zedright walks up, and he says, "My name is Zedright. I'll be officiating these drinking games. You get 3 mugs. You gotta down them all to win. Copper entry."
Only
Cosmo.
3?
He just sort
Is
of
that in
chuckles
character?
at you.
All right. I pay him the copper
Okay.
and sort of fold my arms and wait for him to pour.
All right. He collects the coppers from you guys, and he pulls up a mug. The mugs are normal size mugs, because gnomes are honey badgers. So, they put 1 mug out in front of all of you, fill it up, and he says, "All right, the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Make constitution throws for me. Or constitution checks, sorry.
Is it a save or a check? Sorry.
A check. Sorry.
Okay.
I said
8.
throw it first, but I didn't mean it. Okay. 8.
Here I am boasting, and then I'm rolling bad.
14.
Okay. So, all of you push back your mugs. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Cosmo kind of spits up a little bit.
That went down the wrong way.
And he says, better luck next time. And takes your mug. The other two individuals also down theirs, and Ulrich has down theirs as well. So he puts out mugs in front of everybody again. He kind of winks at you, Cosmo, and says, I'll give you one more chance.
Yeah, why not?
Because the mayor likes you. And then,
Thanks.
Let's raise the stakes. Last one to finish has to do the bugbear dance.
everybody kind of chuckles. And
Cosmo nods.
the old man on the end is like, you're on. All right. So Zedright hands you all your mugs, says 1, 2, 3. Constitution check for me, please.
19.
Nice.
– 16 this time. A little better.
All right, cool. So Zedright kind of chuckles at you, Cosmo, and he's like, I knew you had it in you. And then you just hear from the end of the bar, the old man just falls off his chair. doesn't even get like one sip in, just falls off. And there's a roar of laughter from around him, and you see a couple of what are probably some of his friends come and just pick him up, and they're like, maybe it's time for you to head home. But the rest of you finish your drinks.
That man owes me a bugbear dance.
It's true. He does not look like he's in any shape to give one, though. They sit him down in a chair. You can approach him after if you'd like. So it's just you two and the gnome woman. So he pours your last mug for the three of you, and he says, all right, 3, 2, 1, drink. One last con.
5.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Three.
Oh.
Maybe I should have done the arm wrestling.
This is amazing. So you all start, and then you just go and you just it starts coming out of your noses.
Oh.
The gnome woman next to you is doing the same thing. She kind of spits up a little bit and starts coming out of her nose, gets down her front. You guys are spitting up. One of you knocks over your mug. It's kind of a mess. And Zedright's just sitting there like, it's a lot of wasted ale there, friends. And he shakes his head and collects your mugs. There is no winner of the contest.
Cosmo would like to cast Thaumaturgy to burp 3 times as loudly as normal.
Okay.
He wouldn't like to. I'm asking if he can.
Yes, he can. Absolutely.
Okay, in that case he does. And then the spell ends.
All right. You see a few people just like go silent around and turn. Just like, what the? There's like a little kid and his parents walking past that kind of giggles at you. So there you go.
He blushes.
Ranva, is that how you pronounce it, Ducky?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I know there's the S at the end. Okay, Ranva, could you go ahead and make another perception for me?
I sure can. It is a 6.
It's a 6? Oh no.
Mhm.
You...
I'm just telling you, I'm too invested in these games.
I know. So you actually,
I was not involved as well. I could do it if you
Go
want.
ahead and make a perception for me as well.
Natural 20, which comes out as
Jeez.
perception is 22.
Okay. So as the games are going on, you see a gaggle of old ladies, cute little, gnomish granny, a couple of human and what looks like probably half elf. They kind of titter past you, and you just hear them go, "Have you seen the visiting priest yet?" She's like, "Oh, he's quite the looker," and they just sort of giggle. They're like, "I hear he's been kind of holed up all day in the temple," and they just say, "Maybe we should pay him a visit," and they giggle and they walk away.
Oh, you. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So, it's starting to get pretty dark. You see before I move ahead, is there anything else that you guys would like to do?
What does the token
Other
look
than-
like?
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, other than my free beer.
What is the what?
The token, the little token that they gave us.
The token. So it's a little wooden token, and it has a golden seagull with 3 blue rings around each wing.
Oh.
Do we see that symbol anywhere else?
Go ahead
That's-
and make a perception.
Do I recognize it using history or whatever?
Well,
You can
I
make a
don't-
religion check. Oh, what'd you roll?
I spilled some beer in my eye, I guess.
Oh no.
One plus 5.
Oh boy.
15 on religion.
15? Okay. So you would recognize it as the deity symbol for Yulmancha. You're aware that she's kind of the patron saint of like seas and fishermen and stuff like that. You're not too much sure outside of that.
Okay.
Okay. Mhm.
Yeah. Hey guys, now that you're done having beer come out your nose, I've heard some weird things like going on about something about a new priest in town. Like, there's
Someone
lots of rumors about them apparently going around.
Someone in the crowd mentioned Hasters.
I don't know this place well enough to know where that is, unfortunately.
Something about a strange man that came to town a couple days ago that might be staying at Hasters. So
There was a gaggle of women who just said he was quite a looker
that remains to be seen, I suppose.
as a priest, for a priest. Maybe the bartender knows where he is possibly staying. Can I go to the? What did you say his name was? The guy who was handing out the drinks.
Zed right.
Zed right.
Mhm.
Maybe they'll know. Excuse me, Zed right.
Yep. How can I help you?
I've been hearing some things about this visitor, other than us, of course. Is somebody about staying at Hasker's?
I mean, I'm sure there's lots of people staying at Haster's.
Is that the local inn, is it?
Say that again?
Is that the local inn, is it?
It's one of them.
Nah.
And he's kind of like raises his eyes like, you get the impression it's not a great inn.
I see.
So
Would you be able to point us in that direction?
Yeah, sure. And he just sort of points you down this way. So towards the docks to the east.
I see.
This direction. Yep. He says,
Much obliged.
yeah, I mean, a lot of strange people go over there. We get a lot of visitors, though. I mean, there's a priest visiting his, over at, he's in the temple, and he points northwest up here, where you see that there's a big stage erected as you look over that way, which the mayor is standing by. So, I don't know.
Well, thank you for your help.
No problem.
Oh, one last thing. Would you happen to know which direction we would find the lake?
The lake? Yeah, it's in the same direction as Haster's.
Oh, it's the docks?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for your help. Good day.
He kind of nods and he goes back to cleaning out some mugs. All right. So, as you get this last bit of information from Zedrite, the mayor does take that stage and he starts calling everybody to order. And you see everybody pretty, this looks like it's pretty routine. It's a celebration. It happens often. So they're pretty used to around this time, we all stop what we're doing and we look at the stage. So the mayor takes the stage. He calms everybody down. Everybody's very respectful. They make their way towards the stage. And he starts to speak. Hundreds of years ago, our patron Yomancha took refuge here on the shores of Lake Cyrantula, fleeing the evil gods of the seas. After her departure, when our town was being settled, a whistle was discovered, buried beneath the farmlands, bearing her symbol, the golden seagull. And he gestures to, you might notice on the map, this random little square here in the center of the area. As he gestures over there, you see that it's a shrine of some sort, and there's a whistle. It's not quite a whistle as you like a referee whistle like we would think about. It's more like a thinner kind of like elongated whistle, but it has that same symbol on it, the golden seagull with the blue rings on each wing. And as you look around, you see similar whistles hung kind of like wind chimes. I was going to say dream catchers, but that wasn't right. Wind chimes on like a lot of the homes and businesses around. So you get that this is kind of like a symbol. He says, those before us chose to honor her by the shrine you see in town center today. Yomancha saw fit to reward our worship with not just prosperity, but the very reason we are here tonight. And a small boy runs up to the mayor and kind of whispers in their ear. And he thanks them. He says, let us celebrate now on the Feast of Yomancha the whistles from the lake. And you see as people at their carts, people around the square start to extinguish all of their lanterns. It's gotten pretty dark at this point. They extinguish their lanterns. They start to bring out little paper lanterns with tiny candles inside that they start to light and drift upward. And the air is kind of full of anticipation and excitement. This older elven man steps out into the crowd and casts what is easily recognizable as dancing lights. Just to sort of float above everybody in circles, kind of wows the kids as they come up and watch him. And you look up and see this gorgeous sky of stars and light. And there's so much anticipation as you look around, so much wonder and excitement. And you wait. And you don't hear anything. And you don't hear anything. You look around and there's panicked faces around you, but no sound. You start, moving bits on your person to try to make noise and you hear nothing. And all of a sudden it all rushes back to you and there's screams and people are running in directions and the mayor is trying to calm everybody down and urging people back into their homes. You see some of the town's guard, ushering groups of people into, their businesses and their homes and out of the square to try and mitigate any chaos. The mayor is making his way through the crowd and he comes up to you and he says, "Oh my God, did you see anything? What just happened? Please, you must help us." And he looks a bit panicked and you look around and there's still people moving and trying to get out of the square.
Do I notice anybody who doesn't look panicked? Is there anybody that looks like they were ready for something like this to happen and they're not running around
You can make a
looking over the
perception
building?
check.
23.
Okay. There is nobody that does not look panicked here right now. They are all freaking out. This was supposed to be some great thing. You don't know what was supposed to happen, but you can tell that this was bad. And the mayor's just like, please, can you help us figure out what happened? This is a terrible omen for our people. Please, I'll pay. I'll pay. I really need somebody to figure out what's happened tonight.
And we're over by the stage at the top. We're over here, aren't we? Hold on, how do I ping on this thing?
You can just left click and hold if you have the cursor icon selected. Yeah, like that.
There we are. We're there, aren't we?
Are you the yellow? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's where the stage was. That's where the mayor was. You guys were near the drinking and everything, so you guys would have been sort of in this direction. Over here.
Okay.
And
And
he
then you
just
said-
made his way toward you.
You said that this is the lake, right?
Yes. Yep.
How tall is this structure? This little shrine?
It's not particularly tall.
I'm thinking like it's like a fountain style thing. It's not big. It's just there in the center.
Yeah, I mean it's like 6 foot. Like
Okay.
it's the size of a person.
Like a wishing well?
Yeah, kind of. I mean it's essentially.
Okay.
Um
And how tall are the buildings around as well?
So the buildings are about 2 to 3 stories each. You didn't quite make it this way, but I'll say that if you came in to town from this road, you could have kind of seen this smattering of buildings to the northeast here are all fairly short. Kind of a hint at probably being a heavy gnome population.
Okay.
So, that's sort of where you are right now. The mayor's asking for your help, and you see people moving around, and
How many times have you done this festival before?
we've been doing this festival for a couple 100 years. I mean, it's part of our town's history. Please, I know that you're not from this town. Let me explain. So, every year on this night, since our ancestors found the whistle, and he directs again to the shrine, we've sworn our patronage to her. We put it on our homes and our businesses to honor her, and she sends us prosperity and thanks us by sending a wind from the lake into town, which is supposed to be the most beautiful. I wish you could have heard it. It's the most beautiful sound you'll ever hear in your life as it makes its way through the town and through our whistles and our chimes. And it didn't happen tonight. Please, the townsfolk are going to think that she's forsaken us. I need you to figure out what happened here.
Don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this.
Thank you. If you need anything, I'm going to try to help these people right now, but if you need anything, please, you'll find me in the city center. And he directs to this kind of weirdly shaped building right here.
I'm gonna head over to the shrine.
Okay.
I will go with him.
All right.
Same.
The
We
mayor
see
kinda
the whistle?
scurries off.
Yeah. We see the whistle, don't we?
Yes.
Can I can I blow into it?
It's kind of encased.
Okay.
It's meant to be
I
seen
want
and
to
not
try
touched.
anyways. You just
You're just gonna blow at it?
yeah.
Okay.
We've been here
Nothing
20 minutes, and Bubbles is already trying to put his mouth on their holy symbol.
Oh no.
Nothing happens.
Ah. Well, I'm out of ideas. What have you got?
So, you have these 3 rumors you've heard, and you have, kind of your take of the town at the moment because everybody's sort of running around.
Maybe the new priest knows. Maybe they've got an idea. Presuming it's a priest to this god.
Only one way to find out. I vote we head to Haster's.
Wasn't he
No,
at the temple?
he was in the shrine, church, Majiga thing.
Yeah,
Oh, he-
up here.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a different person in Haster's.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least we think.
Well, we should probably look for the priest first.
Yeah.
Okay. So you make your way up to the temple?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the word.
So you make your way up to the temple. It's this building in here again. Feel free to mark up the map if you want. The last group did, if it helps you out. There's drawing tools you can use if you want. So you make your way up to. Go ahead.
Please mapping it once more.
Yes, it is this building right here. That is the temple.
Thank you.
You are welcome. So you make your way up to the temple. The door is closed, which is interesting because you get the impression that your understanding is that most temples are pretty open to visitors. So the door is closed. You don't really hear much inside. Would you like to knock or?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm
You're
gonna.
knock?
Yeah, I'll knock.
Okay. You knock. There's no answer.
Try and open the door.
Okay. It does open. So you go ahead and you just walk in. What you see is a temple of many, which houses several gods. There's sort of like a line of shrines at the front as you walk in, and there's some sort of benches at the back, some chairs and pillows and things scattered in between, and you don't immediately see anyone.
I'm gonna call out and see if anyone's in here just by saying, "Hello, is anyone in here?"
Okay. As you do that, a man in robes and priest robes comes around out of the room on your right and just sort of shuffles over and says, please, tonight was very upsetting. Please, go back to your homes.
No, we're trying to help. The mayor's asked us to help with this thing. We think we may be able to lend assistance.
Well, I don't know anything. I'm just I'm not even from here.
Are you the traveling priest that I've heard about?
I'm visiting. Yes. That's
What's
me.
your name?
Titrius Tully. Please, I don't know anything. I'm just here visiting.
Do I believe him?
He's sort of like
Can I
playing.
can I make an inside check?
You certainly can.
I was going to ask the same. Yep.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem too sure of his own name.
No, Titrius acting kind of sus. I think I saw him vent.
3 plus 5. He's telling the truth, guys.
12
Oh
plus
no.
Yeah, he just
Four,
looks
which
scared
is
to you.
16.
Are we all
16.
rolling? How is this working, Firefly?
Yeah, I mean, if you guys can either make, well, we already have rolls, so you can make your own to try and see if you can get any better than a
An
16.
insight check.
I will try. My roll is a non-natural 20.
Ooh, okay, so better than the 16.
Mine's only a 15.
Okay, so to Ulrich, he's just really scared.
He's super might be a dude.
However, the rest of you get the sense that he is scared, but there's something more to it. He's scared for more than just what just happened.
Are you alone in here? Is anyone else around?
No, Father May went out this morning. I haven't seen him. I think he was at the festival.
Would he not have returned here if everyone was heading home?
I assume he must be helping people. I didn't know if it was my place.
Well, just sit down. Let us help you. Maybe we can comfort you for a minute.
Okay. He just sort of
I sit him down and just like.
Okay. He sits down. And he's just like, please. I don't I'm just visiting, you know? And he keeps
You're a priest of Ilmantia?
No, I'm a priest of Pharasma.
Do I know that? Does that ring a bell?
Because she's a very obvious god in the world. Yeah, she's like basically she ferries souls to the afterlife, essentially.
Oh.
Mm.
What was the priest's name?
The priest
Titrius.
Titrius Tully. Here, let me type it for you. There you go.
Cool.
Why are you traveling down here? May I ask? Surely you're well out of place here for different gods?
I mean, well, this is a temple of many. And he just kind of points to the shrine of Pharasma. And he's just like, I needed a change of scenery. And Father May was nice enough to welcome me.
Why'd you need a change of scenery? What's wrong with where you were?
Nothing. But you know, sometimes when you've been somewhere a while, you want to go somewhere else.
Oh, I could only wish to stay someplace as long as you have, Father. Surely there must be something pushing you away. And I'd like to persuade, if I may.
Okay, sure.
17.
17. Okay. So he says, he just kind of breaks down a little and he's like, okay, I was told to come here, okay? But I mean, Father May is a good man and he was nice enough to take me in on short notice.
Someone else help, please. I don't know how to go any further with this.
Why were you told to come here? Was there a reason?
I mean, yes.
I won't judge. I'm just trying to understand.
Are you trying to be persuasive to him?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll persuasion.
Okay. 21.
Oh, huge. Okay.
Oh, I have +7 on it, so
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, that's true. You do. Okay. So he just breaks down, and he's like, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to do this. I didn't. But he told me I had to, but I didn't want to do it. I was told. I was told to come here, to make. I don't know, to scare people. I was supposed to scare people."
to scare people.
Well, you've definitely achieved that now. What have you done?
I don't know why I was told this. I was just told to scare people. I
By
made it
whom?
quiet, but I couldn't continue it. I just let it last for a moment, just to scare people. I did my job. His eyes are like
Who
darting
told
back
you?
and forth. I don't know. I never met him. He threatened me. He knew things, and he threatened me, and he I don't know. I never met him.
How did he threaten you if you've never met him?
There was a middleman. He said to meet one night. He sent me a letter, and I didn't go, and then he found me. He found me, and he hurt me, and he said that I had to do this, or he would finish it.
You don't happen to still have that letter on your person, do you?
No, I burned it. I didn't want anyone to know. Isn't that what you do? I don't know. I've never done this before. Please, you won't tell anybody, will you?
Sort of give a conspiratorial look to my compatriots. Try to read their faces to see if they believe this story.
Cosmo
You can
wants to
roll
offer
another
a
insight if
suggestion.
you want.
Trying
Does
to
anyone
decide,
want to?
Trying to decide if I want to take the nuclear option here.
Oh God.
17. 12 plus 5. No, not quite that. That's
17. Yeah,
the other
no,
nuclear option.
He's telling the truth. Like, you're looking at him, and he's piss scared, and he's like, he's clearly never been in this situation before, and he's not really sure what he's doing. But you get the impression that everything he's saying is true.
So you say you were threatened. I'm gonna make the choice to believe you here. You say you made it quiet. What exactly did you do?
Well, see, I was given a scroll. It was a hollow spell. A hollow spell, and it made it silent. It was just supposed to scare people. I don't know why. I really don't know anything other than I was told to come here, and I was told to use this. I was supposed to desecrate everything, but I couldn't. I couldn't do it. I just made it silent. That's all I did.
I'm sure you've heard them talking about the Feast of Yulmancha since you've been in town.
Yes, I mean, of course. It was supposed to be a wonderful day from what I understand, but this was what I was supposed to do when I was supposed to do it, and I don't know why, but he threatened me, and he just sort of starts mumbling to himself under his breath, like trying to reassure himself.
Perhaps if you can help us, then we can protect you.
I don't know really any other information. This was what I was told to do, and when. I from the conversations I had with Father May, if something like this happens, it's a bad omen for them. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means for the town, but...
Can I take a quick step outside and see if there's a guard around?
Yeah, sure, you can. So you look outside. There are 2 guards posted in front of the town center, but you don't see many other guards around. From what you saw before you went into the temple, it looked like pretty much all of them were busy ushering people into their homes and helping, people not get trampled as everyone was panicking. But you do see just the 2 guards outside the town center.
I'd like to go over and approach him and say, sir, I think I need your help.
Okay. Oh, poor Titrius.
Yeah.
So okay. So one of the guards is like, "How can I assist you?"
I think I found someone who's related to the incident that we just experienced. I think I need someone to keep an eye on him.
All right. And he looks at his partner and he's like, "I'll be back." And they sort of give each other a nod. And he follows you back to the temple.
And I murder it. No, we
I take him into an alley.
I bring him inside and I just tell. I walk in. I assume they're still all talking. It's like, okay, tell him what you just told us. Now.
You can intimidate him? Go ahead and roll for it.
I can either use strength or no. Hold on.
Yeah, intimidation's its own thing.
It's its own thing. It is.
Mm-hmm.
That's 16.
Okay. So he's like, I'm sorry. Okay. And then he's like, let's get you into the jail. I think the mayor's gonna want to talk to you.
Before he goes, can I ask him to show us the scroll? I had the follow spell on it.
He wouldn't have it anymore.
It disappears once you use it, isn't it?
Yeah, once you use the scroll.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. All good.
Yep. So Titrius sort of gives him another rundown of basically what he said, and the guard is just like, this is appalling. And he kind of clamps some irons on him, and he's like, Father May will be very disappointed in you. And Titrius is just kind of crying at this point.
Oh, no.
And he's like, I thank you for your work. The mayor will be very pleased.
Please
continue.
We may ask more questions of him, so don't... I don't know what the process is here, but don't do anything rash.
Well, the jail is next door. So if you do need to talk to him again, you can find him there.
Next door to the temple?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Convenient.
Yeah, it is. You can ask for Trent. He's our town sheriff, so if you do need anything else from him, that's where he'll be. The mayor will be happy, but keep doing good work. He sort of nods and he takes Titrius away.
Was there anyone else who wanted to speak to him before he's fully gone?
I'm all good.
Before he's fully gone. Sounds like he's gonna go to the gallows right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay, I grab his shoulder as they're pulling him away, and I say, it's not going to go good for you if the people in this town find out that you were the one that sort of, destroyed their whole religion. So if there's anything else that can tell us that'll help us find out who actually did it, who was actually behind this, now's the time to speak up.
I'm sorry. I promise that's all I know.
Can I do one more insight check on him?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, he's telling the truth. That's 2.
Perfect. Yep. Very truthful.
2 plus 4, which is 6, so not much.
All right. So they kind of disappear inside the sheriff's office.
I'm going to walk outside,
Mm-hmm.
and can I use my divine sense to see if I sense anything?
Sure. Let me look
Would
up.
you-
Have your character sheet up. I'm just gonna. Okay. Nope, that's divine smite. That's something very different.
Yo, very different.
We don't want to do that in the gym.
No.
So, when you use your divine sense, you sense the area that was affected by the Hallow spell,
hmm
and that's about it. So you sense, so you
And
know
it's
for
just
sure he was telling the truth. He did use a Hallow
Yeah.
spell.
Okay.
But that's it. There's
Sweet.
no... Mhm.
I can't detect anything in the 60-mile area of like anything evil.
60 mile.
Oh,
60
sorry. Feet. Mile. Who am I? I'm not even American.
Nerf paladins.
Within 60 feet? Yep.
Okay, cool.
Within 60 miles, probably.
Oh, lordy.
Okay. So where would you guys like to go next?
Go to the lake.
Okay.
As I turn to my party and ask.
So what
Sounds
were
good.
the remaining places? There were 3 places, right? So temple,
was-
lake, and
What was his name? Sorry,
Haster.
the place.
Haster. Yeah, that's on the way
Haster.
to the lake.
Haster's, the lake, and the gnomish buildings.
But
Can we-
Haster's was near the gnomish buildings. You said.
I think.
Yeah,
that's
so
what she-
Haster's is right
Yeah.
here if you look at the map.
Ah,
Right
okay.
here. That's where he pointed to.
can we have a look
Well, it's
at
on the way, so yeah, we might as well.
the outside? I was going to say at least have a look at the outside of it on the way past, just to inspect it, but not actually go in, unless people want to.
Everyone can see these text things I'm writing on as well, can't they?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Does it say Hoss?
Yeah.
H apostrophe S.
Gotcha.
Oh.
H's. All right. So you guys make your way over to Haster's. There's you see what Zedright was kind of getting at when he made a face. It looks like a place that's trying to be a lot more upscale than it ever would be.
Oh, it's gaudy and stuff, is it?
Oh, it's very gaudy.
Oh no.
The outside has like pillars that are chipping away completely with paint, that have been painted over and chipped and painted over and chipped. There's a big sign that says Haster's Inn, with what looks like they tried to illuminate it in some way, but it didn't quite work. So like some of the letters are slightly illuminated with like what look like probably candles behind it or something. It doesn't look great.
Those old neon lights just don't work as well as they used to, do they?
Yeah. It's about 3 stories high. There's a balcony on the 2nd story that kind of looks over the entryway. There What? Oh. Basically. The door is in like one of the doors is fine, but the other one is slightly off its hinges but closed. So that's just sort of the impression you get from the outside of this place. You can feel free to go in. You can... What would you guys like to do?
I'm okay with going to the lake still if people wanted to do that, but
We can
don't
always
mind.
circle back. It's only over there.
Yeah.
That's true.
Sure.
Do we feel wind coming from the lake, by the way?
There's a
Like-
slight breeze, but not quite what was described to you.
Okay.
It's enough to sort of move some of it's like enough to move some of the wind chimes and stuff, but you get there was something special about the breeze that was supposed to come through town for the feast.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I inspect the water?
Sure.
What is it? Is it
Are
like,
you,
is it like
so you guys
murky,
are
or is it the?
No, I mean it's lake water. It's fairly clean.
Okay.
So you guys are at the lake. So what you see at the lake is 6 docks. That's those lines on the map there. There are 2 docks. Actually, there are 3 docks with boats. The one down here, the bottom one, and then the third one from the bottom. Both have boats in their docks, which are kind of... It looks like they've seen some trouble. It looks like they kind of limped back into port. There's a big hole in the side of one of them. The other one, the mast is cracked, and there's various holes in the hull and everything. The dock all the way at the top has a small fishing boat as well. It looks to be in pretty good repair. It looks to be like it's about to set off, in that there's no plank coming from the deck to the dock, the deck to the dock. And there is one small light on it. There are a couple of... I like this little shark. There are a smattering of sort of fishermen at these 2 docks. They look like they've probably been working on their boats all day. One of them's asleep. There's a couple others just sort of taking a break, playing cards, drinking, that sort of thing.
They don't seem panicked by what happened or didn't happen.
I mean, they're just kind of chilling. You can ask them.
Let's do it.
Okay. So you guys go up. Who are you going up to? Guys playing cards? The dude asleep?
The one's playing cards.
Okay. So you walk up to him. And they just sort of acknowledge you're there. They're like, sorry, we can't help with passage right now, as you can see.
Yeah, there seems to be a problem of no wind around here.
Well, yeah, what happened in town is terrible. And then the guy sitting across from him, he's just like, you see it's the same guy, whoever talked to him before. I think that was Cosmo. It's the same guy that you saw. And he's like, I told you there was something bad happening. There's all the attacks on the lake. And he's like, well, there was definitely something out there. I don't know if it has to do with what happened in town, but those are bad omens. I don't know if those folks will want to stay here.
Describe to me how the feast normally goes, if you were here for it last year.
Oh, it's beautiful. I haven't missed one since I was born. It's a wind like you've never felt. It's warm and it makes you feel safe, and it blows through the whole town. And I'm sure you saw, we have all sorts of chimes and whistles. It's really something. It's like a symphony all around you. It's beautiful. And the fact that it didn't happen, well, and he just sort of goes back to playing cards again.
Yeah. Well, I pull the party back into a bit of a group huddle away from
Fair.
him. So this guy's lived his whole life. Suddenly the sun doesn't rise one day, and he doesn't seem too upset about it.
I mean, you don't get that he's not upset. He's just a fisherman. Like,
Is he just apathetic about it? Like he doesn't know what to make of it?
yeah, basically. He's just kind of like, it's a thing that happened. I'm not really sure what to do.
Can I? Cosmo would recognize him again, right?
Yeah, the one that was talking.
Yeah. Can I ask him about his friend? Just ask him like, your friend from earlier, the person that you talked to, who said that you were telling rubbish when they were talking to me, is he? Are they significant? And are they? Who are they?
Oh, he's just another one of the fishermen here on the dock.
Oh,
He I don't know, we're buddies. He was on that ship over there, and he points to the one on this dock over here on the bottom. And he's like, he was on that ship. I don't know if you want to ask him what he saw. I mostly work the docks, so I fish from the dock.
Thanks for your help.
No problem.
We're back to the group.
Okay.
There was a second chap that spoke to myself and this dude playing cards when the rest of you went to play the archery game. He doubted the first guy. He's apparently he is down on the southern dock. Perhaps we should go and have a chat with him.
I'm down.
That
Let's
sounds
go.
good.
Okay.
And I gestured the group to go towards that dock there. I think that was the one.
Yes, it was. All right, so you guys get down there. You see a couple other guys behind the ship that you didn't really see before. They look like they're just kind of doing the same thing, playing cards. One of them's still working on the ship, and you see the guy that was talking to their gnome friend earlier.
Do I recognise that guy? Say, excuse me, sir. Hello.
Oh, hey again. How are you?
Could be better.
Yeah, same. It was really freaky stuff today.
Yeah, don't suppose you would have any information to help us. We're trying to understand what has happened.
About what happened in the square? I have no idea. What happened here? And he gestures to his boat. I don't have any idea about this either.
This happened when you were away from the docks.
No, it happened when we were out fishing. Look, my friend earlier, he gets really excited. I really didn't want him to freak people out. And I don't know if I believe that there's a monster in the lake, but there's something out there.
What gives you the suspicion?
Well, when we were out there, we couldn't see anything. I mean, it was like the water itself smashed up our boat. It was the strangest thing. I don't know if it's, our Lord Yamancha or not, but this is bad.
That sounds deeply unsettling.
Yeah,
Well-
I mean, imagine being out there with it. Whatever it is.
Do you know anyone who might know more about this?
I don't know. You can ask the, well, you can try to ask somebody from that boat up there, and he points to this boat. up here in the northernmost dock, the one that looks together. They always seem to go up north in the lake and nothing ever happens to them. Meanwhile, we go anywhere near, anywhere northern where there's some great spots, by the way. He says this as if he's giving you a tip. And we get smashed to bits. I don't understand it.
Interesting.
That's bizarre. Look at the group, and Cosmo's like, "What do you think?"
Did that other boat go out at the same time as you did?
I'm not sure. I don't think it was at the dock the last time I went.
Anything unusual about the men that crew that boat that sticks out in your mind?
I mean, they're all local fishermen, really. Well, some of them are. Some of them came with, I don't know, that guy that came into town. But it was one of our boats. Kane sold it to him. Needed the money.
What guy? Sorry.
I don't know, some shady figure. He always wears a hood. Some kind of edgy guy.
Is this the guy in Hasters?
Yeah, I think it was staying at Haster's. All the shady people stay there. And then some of the guys around him start chuckling.
Everything does seem to point towards our mysterious renter.
Hmm.
Mm.
Have you seen anything of that shady guy anymore? Or have you just seen him around town? I assume you don't follow him everywhere, but
Nah, he
You
only
seen
came
him?
into town a couple days ago, and he's been using that boat to go up north on the lake.
Mm.
They seem to mostly do it at night, but I don't know. I don't really know anything about him. I kind of try to keep to my own business most of the time. That's why I didn't want my friend freaking everybody out with these monster stories.
well, your friend may have just helped us figure out why everything's gone crazy.
Ah, well,
So,
be one of the
Well.
most helpful things he's ever done. And he just kind of chuckles.
but thanks for your help.
You're welcome. Hey, thanks for looking into us. It's important to the town. So if something's going wrong, I don't know as many people will want to stay.
We'll do what we can.
And he just kind of goes back to working on the boat, hanging out with his fisher buddies.
Oh, those pesky seamen.
This must have been some wind for everybody to be so worked up about it.
I'm not sure it's wind, I'm sure it's water.
So, just as a point of clarity, when they're talking about the wind and everything, it's more that it's like the omen part of it. That's the impression that you get. Is that it's like the fact that it's gone is the thing that's bad.
That's why I found it so odd that they're just down here playing cards while the rest of the town was running around like they'd just seen a ghost. Let's see what the crew of that third boat has to say.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna go up to that boat?
Yep.
All right. So you go up to the boat. There's nobody on the dock around it. And there's no plank up to it. There is a light on, but it's just kind of sitting there.
Ahoy! Anyone aboard?
No answer.
I thump the side wall of the boat with the thing on the bottom of your sword, the pommel,
Okay.
not just as a way of knocking, not like trying to damage anything.
Yeah. So while you do that, a guy sort of who looks like he was probably asleep, pokes his head up and he's like, what do you want? We're not due out for another, like, hour or something. What do you want? Oh, sorry, I thought you were someone else. What's up?
We're looking into what happened at the festival.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see what happened? Or didn't happen, as the case may be?
Oh, I was there. That was freaky as hell. I came right back here. I don't know what's going on. I just wanted to get away. Who knows what could have happened?
We've been hearing a lot of talk about this mysterious hooded figure that's been staying in Haster's.
Ah, sounds like the guy that gets on this boat.
Have you spoken to him? Do you know his name?
I don't know his name. I never asked him. Honestly, I just, he kind of pays me to just look after the boat when he's not on it. I don't ask too many questions. He always wears a hood. He's very quiet. Got kind of rough clothes, I don't know. Looks like he used to come from money.
Do you know where we could find him now?
I'm pretty sure he was staying at Haster's. All the shady people do. Ah, poor Haster.
Shall we? I'm going to turn to the party and suggest we finish up this conversation and go to Haster's, because if the guy said it was about an hour before they head out, he must be awake by now.
True. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to turn to the guy on the boat and say, thanks for your help. We can get back to your sleep, I guess.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, if you see him, don't tell him I was sleeping though.
I won't, I promise.
Thanks. And he just disappears. Again. You hear some
15.
light snoring.
15 perception. Do I notice anything unusual about the boat compared to the other boats in the dock? Does it look noticeably newer? Does it have equipment they don't have, etc.?
Not really. So the gentleman at the South Dock told you that it was bought from one of their fishermen. It's a fisherman's boat. There look to be, from what you can tell on the dock looking up into it, from what you can see, there are some like newer looking nets and barrels and stuff, but you can't really see much beyond that.
I'm going to start making my way to Haster's and...
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So you make your way into Haster's. Do you just go in?
Sure do.
All right. So you go in, and the inside doesn't look any better than the outside.
Oh, no.
There's like old matted shag carpet, which, okay, for the UK folks, because we had this in the last session. Do you know what shag rug is?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, it's like really long, scruffy carpet.
It's like walking on a bathrobe. I don't know why people thought it was a good idea.
Plush. Yeah, it's terrible.
We had one in our last flat like that, and it just over the course of the year, it became so matted, it was like, it was
Yeah.
completely ruined.
It's bad. Okay, so there's like shag rug in there. There's bits of furniture that used to be really nice, but you see like little, like there's a button missing in this chair, and there's like a bit of a carving out of one of the legs in another, and stuff like that. There's paintings that are meant to look pretty stately, but there's like tiny tears and tarnished frames and stuff like that. And there is a counter. You've kind of made your way into like a foyer area. There is a counter in front of you. A room to your right, which you can smell some kind of cooking. It seems like it's probably an eating area. And then there's a staircase to your left. And there's a guy behind the counter. He is human male. Unsure what age, but definitely older than he tries to make himself look. He's got kind of slicked back hair. And as you walk in, he's just like, "Oh, welcome to Haster's Inn. What can I get ya? A room? 2? Some company?"
We're looking for the hooded man.
The hooded man? I mean, there's lots of... Listen, bud. There's lots of dudes that come in here, and women. There's lots of people. They just come in here. They don't want to be recognized. You're gonna have to be more specific.
Rents out the boat in the harbour. Travels north frequently.
Ah, the fish-smelling guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he booked me a room here. But, you know, I don't often give out a lot of information on my, patrons. And he kind of gives you, like, the money symbol, or, you know, the gesture with his hand.
We are under orders from the mayor to investigate suspicious persons in the incident that happened a few hours ago.
No, well, aren't you awful important? Listen, that was real freaky, but I got a business to run here, too.
And I have a crime to solve. Now, you can either help, or you can spend your night in the
was amazing.
stocks.
And I have a crime to solve. I love it. Are you trying to intimidate him or persuade him?
Yes.
Or
I think it's more of an intimidation that going down
okay,
that route.
go ahead.
17.
17. He's like, all right, keep your voice down. Look, I don't know a lot about this guy. He's got like these fancy rings on his finger, but he doesn't look as upstanding as I do, you know? And I don't know. He bought a room here a couple days ago. That's all I know.
Okay, which room is it?
Which room? You want me to get? Listen, I can't give you the room too.
I'm going to ask for the key in a minute as well. So we better get past these if we're going to have 20 questions.
Is there anybody else in the vicinity that we think would hear us? Like we're having this conversation.
There's nobody that you can see right now. There's nobody in the foyer or anything. You're not really sure if there's anyone behind the door to the right in the eating area, but there's nobody like on the stairs either.
Okay. Can I try to cast a spell on him, an enchantment spell, to try and persuade him to help us out? I'll describe a bit more just so you can decide if it's appropriate or not. I want to cast suggestion on him.
Okay, I have a feeling.
and suggest to him that we are here to help protect him, and that he would be best inclined to maybe show us to the room of this fellow and to let us in. Should we choose to ask him to do so?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, it's a Wisdom 15 save.
Wisdom 15 save, okay. He fails.
Oh.
Okay. So I'm concentrating on that right now.
All right.
As I explain this to the person.
All right. So Haster kind of glazes over for a second and he's like, you know what? You know, you make an excellent point. You make an excellent point. And, you know, what happened was terrible, and we should probably get to the bottom of it, and I'll help you. I'll help you.
Oh.
And he takes
well,
the key.
Thank you.
Off of the sort of rack of keys that he has behind him. And he hands it to you, and he's like, it's room number 5 for second floor. Second floor,
oh, well.
First floor, go for it. Just
thank you very much. You were very helpful.
Yeah.
Wow, guys, I didn't realize he bought it. Damn.
You think
Completely
you're like
oblivious.
super
Yeah.
amazing.
Cosmo's like looking at you, like shaking his head, like no, he's shaking, like wiggling his finger, like he's still concentrating on the spell.
Now remind me, suggestion, are they aware that they've been
When
Afterwards
this
they
one?
are, aren't they?
yeah, when the spell ends, which I'm concentrating on it, so it hasn't yet, but when it ends, which is up to 8 hours, or one of my concentration breaks, then he becomes aware, and the spell says he becomes hostile, which
Okay.
can mean whatever you think it means, I guess.
Yeah, that's fine. Yep.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So you're concentrating on that
Maybe don't
spell.
drop it yet.
You guys have the key.
Cool. We search for room number 5.
Okay.
Going 4x4 because directions were a little bit iffy.
So you guys go up the stairs. The rooms are numbered. Some of the numbers are kind of fallen off. It's about what you'd expect from the look of the rest of the house, or rather inn. So you look around down the hall. Door number 5 is on your right. And it is locked.
I hear anything on the other side of the door?
Nope.
Well, I'm gonna knock.
Okay. You knock. There's no answer.
Housekeeping.
There is no answer
Housekeeping.
again.
I come in. I'm coming in. I open it.
Oh,
Okay.
just quickly, sorry, I made a mistake on that. The suggestion doesn't say that the target becomes hostile. I just remembered that wrongly from a different spell.
Okay. Nope. That's fine. Yeah, because I know there's a couple of them, and they all have different sort of reactions. Okay. So you take the key that Haster bestowed upon you willingly, you assume, and you open the door. So the room inside, there's...
Initiative.
What?
Roll for initiative. No.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh god.
So you walk in the room. It's dark because it's night. There's a writing desk, one bed, a little kind of nightstand with a lantern on it, which obviously is not lit. At the foot of the bed, there is a bag, like a kind of like a backpack, and there's a trunk. Otherwise, it's pretty sparse.
Someone should probably keep an eye on the hallway to make sure that they're not, just going to show up and we're going through all of his stuff.
I stand at the doorway with my arms folded. I'm not very intimidating, but being only 3 foot tall.
All right. So you are standing
It's a lot
guard.
of personality packed into a little.
Yes.
Not frozen from concentrate.
Yeah, I want to go through the luggage case that you said, the chest.
Okay, it is locked.
Okay. Can I jiggle the lock at all?
You can jiggle the lock.
I'm assuming nothing happens.
No.
Can I search under his pillow? Is there a key under his pillow?
If you want to roll for investigation, you can do so.
Yeah. I like rolling. That's a 9.
You do not find a key.
Damn. Someone else probably wants to look around as well. There's 4 of us in a tiny room. Just
Yeah, I'll have a little browse around too, seeing that Bubbles was looking for something.
Okay.
Like, what are we looking for?
anything. Anything to give us any more information about this guy. While he's
what
not
am I
here, at
rolling
least.
for? What am I rolling for, Firefly?
Investigation.
Can I investigate too? I don't know what I'm investigating.
If you want to help, I will say that Ducky can roll it with advantage then.
Oh,
Yes,
cool.
please.
So does a double roll take the highest one?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I rolled the exact same, so 16.
16. Okay.
Yeah.
So you look around. You're looking specifically for the key.
I wasn't told specifically what to look for.
I said anything out of the ordinary.
Anything out of the ordinary.
Anything suspicious.
That is what I'm looking for then.
Okay. So
I didn't specify key at that point.
you do more of a look around the room. Under the bed, you find a ring. It's very nice craftsmanship. And let me just see. I'm just looking at your character sheets really quickly. Because I don't know if anybody has... if you want to roll for history...
I'm proficient in history.
Well, that's up to Renva. He's gonna show people what he's found.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, I'll pull it out and I'll be like, found a ring. I'll just hold it up.
Okay, so if you're holding it up to the whole room, anyone can make a history check.
I'm gonna make it. If that's all right.
Go for
If
it.
anyone wants to help, that would be great.
Well, you have
I'd love to try it.
You have to say how you're going to help.
Well, okay, then I guess you
It's kind of tricky to help with.
knowing thing. Just massage the head, Just...
Yeah. Stands next to him and encourages to know better.
Come on, remember. That is a
Okay.
6.
Oh no.
You got a 6?
I got a 6.
Okay. So you're not quite sure the origin of this ring, but it looks very impressive. It looks familiar in a way, but slightly different than things you've seen.
I turn and look over my shoulder and I say, "Oh, I know what that is. That goes on your finger."
Nice. You are not wrong.
I will pocket it.
Okay. As you continue the rest of your investigation around the room, you find there is a little like, how to describe, it's like a little makeshift pocket underneath the desk in which there is a key.
Secret compartment.
I grab the key. I'm like, found a key.
I know what a key can be used for. Unlocking things.
Very good.
I hand the key.
Yeah.
I hand the
thing
key. I hand the key to Bubbles because he was looking for the key before.
Okay. So you hand the key to Bubbles. What do you do with it?
Can I unlock the chest now?
Okay, and you find that it does fit. So the chest is unlocked.
Boom.
What
Dun,
you
dun,
find
dun.
in the chest are a couple other pieces of jewelry that look like the one that you found. And some notes that talk about some ancient dwarven ruins, which is why the rings looked familiar, but they're a little bit different because they're very, very old. It's a kind of a different style than you're used to. So there's these ancient ruins up north that he discovered were depositing treasures into the lake. They talk about, these notes kind of talk about how whoever this person is, wants to set up some kind of operation to get these treasures. But the town is kind of in the way. They're aware that it's a town with tradition. They don't have a lot of confidence that they're going to allow that kind of an operation near their town. It would definitely disrupt their fishing businesses. And that's kind of as much of the notes that you get.
So somebody wants that treasure, and they're willing to destroy this town to get it.
They are. I'm kind of nervous that this hooded figure isn't here.
I step away from guarding the door, and I put my hand into Is the fire in the fireplace lit?
Oh, there's no fireplace. There was just a lantern on the nightside table.
I touch the bed sheets and the pillow. Do I feel any warmth there?
It feels like somebody may have been there. I mean, you can see the wax in the lantern isn't totally set yet.
Is there anything else in the room? I'm doing an investigation here. Anything else in the room that could tell us if someone's been here recently? Like a cup of coffee or tea that's still warm, food that's still warm. 14 investigate. Oh, 13, not great.
Not really. I mean, it looks like somebody's been in and out of this room for the last, couple of days, you assume, since they got it. They keep it pretty tidy, probably because they didn't want people finding their stuff.
Oiled again.
Are we making an effort to tidy our tracks, try and conceal that we've been here? I mean, we've stolen stuff already, but
and in the time that it took you, it's been a little bit of time since you walked over here. You talked to Haster. You came up and investigated because you investigated a couple different times. It's been a little bit of a time.
I say we put it back and head back to the boat because they did say they were leaving in about an hour. They might be back there.
Should we put the ring back?
Sure.
The ring that was
Maybe
on the floor, I think we hold on to.
I think we just put the key back for now. We found
Lock it and put the key back.
Okay.
All right.
You're keeping the ring?
I am keeping the ring in my pocket, yes.
Okie doke.
His precious.
His precious.
Throws into the fire.
All right. So you guys are doing what?
I want to head back to the boat. I think.
Walk
Okay.
out of the room.
On the way out, I want to talk to Haster again, though.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm still maintaining the spell for the way
that's what I was going to ask.
Although that doesn't necessarily permit us to do anything beyond what I already asked him to do.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So he's still there, and he's like, "Oh, my friends, I hope I was helpful for you."
Yes, very, very helpful. Thank you. Here is your key back.
Thanks. And he takes
you've
it and he puts
helped
it
us
back
to
on
make
the
this a safer place.
The man from room 5, when's the last time you saw him?
I think he headed out. I don't know, not too long before you came in. Probably headed back down to the docks. But I don't know. That's speculation. I'm sure detectives such as yourselves can do a lot better than me. And he kind of just chuckles.
You've done a lot, sir. Thank you.
You're absolutely welcome.
I say, gracefully pretending that I have not charmed him.
And I slide 1 gold piece across the counter to him with my finger. And we were never here.
He
Were we? I don't take my finger off of it just quite yet.
he kind of winks at you and he's like, I haven't seen your likes around ever.
I take my hand off and blessings of Lathander upon you, my son.
He takes it like kind of greedily.
And then we go back to the docks.
Okay. Do you at any point drop the spell, Cosmo?
Yeah, as soon as we're around the block and like a building away, I'll stop maintaining the charm on him. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Let me just check actually, because it doesn't say he becomes hostile. I don't actually know what happens when this one ends.
Okay. Let's double check.
Usually spells like that, when it ends, they don't necessarily become hostile, but they know that they were under the effect of some kind of spell.
Yeah, that's what I want to
Yeah.
look up. Is he aware? Because I know there's some that they're aware and some that they aren't. So.
Zone of Truth does that same thing too. They're aware of it.
Yep.
It doesn't say it as far as I can see.
All right. We'll just let it end.
I'm sure he'll be happy with his 1 gold piece.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing though, is that you guys at least paid him, so he's probably a little bit happier now. Okay. So you make your way back to the docks. You're making your way back to that boat specifically, correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
the northern.
All right. So as you make your way over there, there is now a plank from the dock to the boat.
Burn it. Oh, kidding.
The
Fireball.
There is still a light there.
the fishermen that were bustling around this boat when we came the first time, are they still around?
There was the only one. The words are hard.
This
There
is the guy
was-
that was just asleep in there.
Yeah, there was the guy that was asleep.
Oh yeah, the guy was asleep.
You don't see him.
Anything else different aside from the plank being there now?
Not really. It looks like somebody's started to prep to go out onto the lake. But you don't really see a lot of people. You see the fishermen on the other docks that were there before, but it's pretty quiet at this boat.
Same as last time. I call out, ahoy! Anyone aboard?
No answer?
I on the side of the boat, see who's around.
Still no answer.
I look to the party. I don't know. What do you guys think?
You made a ruckus. Can we sneak on? I don't know.
Your presence is aware, but there is a plank there. You can get on the boat.
Do we hear any kind of movement coming from inside the boat? Like, is there a below decks where somebody could be that we wouldn't be able to see them?
There is, but you don't really hear anything.
It's strange that there was a fisherman on this boat before and now he's not talking.
There is, so just for the purposes of you knowing what the boat looks like, because you bring up a good point. So there is a part underneath. There is a small cabin on the top deck of the boat, and there's a mast, and sort of the paraphernalia you would assume to find on a fishing boat. You see lots of nets and barrels and all kinds of things. And there is a light coming from inside the little cabin.
They're ignoring us.
Yeah, do we climb aboard?
Rude.
Hey, hold on. Do you guys hear that? I think I hear someone calling for help.
Ah, yes, we must assist. Lead on.
We
Different.
must assist. You first.
Don't worry. We're coming. I step onto the plank.
Okay. Do you walk up
And-
the plank or do you just stand on it?
I turn behind me and to my compatriots, and is this a good idea? Is this a thing? Is this the thing we should be doing?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
ask her to keep walking. Yeah.
I walk up the plank.
Okay. You make it onto the deck of the boat.
Boom. Nailed it.
Cosmo would like to follow.
Okay.
Is there a trap? Do I make it on?
Yeah, you make it on.
Wow, nice.
So Ulrich and Cosmo are on the deck of the boat.
For now, I'm gonna stay on the dock, but just like standing, sort of like guarding, I guess.
I'm going to keep an eye out on the dock as well, I think.
Okay, so Bubbles and Ranvar are on the dock. Cosmo and Ulrich are on the deck.
There's a light on in the cabin.
Mm-hmm.
Any other evidence on deck of them getting ready to go, or lines being coiled up, sails being raised, mizzen mast being whatever it is you do?
Mizzen.
Nope. There is no sign. I mean, it looks like they started to get ready, but there's nobody else really on here. There's no one that you see on the deck. You don't hear anything from below.
I call out again. Hello?
You hear some kind of chair squeak from inside the cabin. Someone says, "I think you have the wrong boat."
Well, I don't know if we have the wrong boat. I think you might have the wrong town. In a manner of speaking.
Burn.
Got him. So it's quiet for a second, and then you hear heavy footsteps that make their way to the door, and it opens, and a man in a hood steps out of average height.
I move behind Cosmo.
Because it raises his eyebrows. Yeah. He stays where he is.
No, and that's not just a joke. Halflings can take cover behind a medium-sized creature.
Yep. Yep.
I'm impressed that you choose the sorcerer to take cover behind, but okay.
Okay. And he says, "I said you have the wrong boat."
Well, we have been tasked by the mayor, lovely gentleman. Have you met him? Have you had a chance to meet him? Lovely guy. He has asked us to investigate the odd happening here at the lake earlier this evening. I don't know if you were around. There was supposed to be a big wind. We don't know what happened. We thought maybe you could help us.
Just a bunch of
Cosmin.
people and their superstitions.
You got an attitude there, sir. Are you okay?
I don't take kindly to coming onto my boat without asking.
We asked. You didn't respond.
Well, there's your answer. Now leave.
No.
That's not very polite.
No. I'm only going to ask you one more time. Go ahead
I mean,
and
you
roll.
didn't really answer the first time.
Go ahead and roll Cosmo perception.
Perception. Okay. That's
Since you're
going
right
to-
there.
Sure. 10.
Okay. You see that he's got the hood up, but you also see the rings that Haster had mentioned. There are rings on the guy's hands that look very similar to the one that your friend Ranva found in the room that you just investigated.
Is there anything I could do to like try and discreetly convey that to my party member behind me? I don't think they would be without him noticing, right?
Unfortunately,
I mean, I
I'm
guess
gonna-
it depends on what kind of. What do you want to do?
Could I like whisper to him?
You can whisper to him, but at this distance, like he's within a 5 foot.
Yeah,
Whisper
never
from
mind.
you.
Never mind. I won't be able to communicate it. But that spurs on Cosmo. He's like he's pretty sure that he's got the right boat in spite of what the guy is saying. So he's just like, I gave you my answer.
And I poke my head out from around his shoulder, and he means business.
So the guy says, "All right, have it your way," and he pulls a sword. Roll for initiative.
Oh god.
Would you like us who aren't on the boat to roll as well or not?
Yeah, everybody roll.
Okay.
And give me a second. I'm gonna see if I can remember.
I swear.
Oh wait, I'm looking in that one. I need this one.
Can't be worse than mine, though.
You sure?
Uh,
You sure about that? Consistently, I roll awful initiatives. I rolled a natural 1,
Oh boy.
which is +3, so it's a 4. Thank Christ. It's a 4.
I hope you're looking forward to seeing how our sorcerer tanks, because this is going to be spicy.
You got a lot of hit points, man. You'll be fine.
There's a reason for that. I haven't got any armor.
It's fine.
and Cosmo
Give me-
has higher decks.
Give me just a second. I can't. Where's the?
What are you looking for?
Where's the turn tracker?
Oh, I always have this problem.
It is that. Okay. I'm just a dummy. Okay. We're
No,
fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
It's your second time doing it on this, so
Okay.
it's all good.
All right. So let me grab you guys. Put you on here. Whoa.
It's big boy.
Big beefy boy.
Big
I
beefy boy.
I definitely want to hide behind that dude.
What? Why is
Whoa.
everyone so beefy? You're supposed to be small boys.
Lodge.
Okay. You're up here.
Mm,
Down.
no,
Oh
I
no,
was
no.
down.
That's Bubbles. My
Yeah.
bad. Boop. Why is everybody so beefy? Everybody's eating their Wheaties. Do this.
I ate my veggies and I grew up big and strong.
I guess so. That's the boy.
Hey, there I am.
There you are. You'll be hiding there. That's everybody. Okay. All right. So I just need to. Do.
Which one's the dude? This
Poop.
one.
Hang on. That's why. I'm just a dummy. I wasn't on the tokens thing. I was like, why has this been done?
Oh, did you drag them like map icons? Or?
I did, yeah. Oh wait, no, that's you. You are here. You are there. He is here. So sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, now I can give you guys whoops.
Me clicky.
Give powers.
Yes. I will. Hang on.
Oh, I don't know if we should, but I don't think I can move any of the tokens.
Yep,
Are we...
I'm about to.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
just adding who's
Okay.
who.
So this is. Oh wait. Okay.
I'm waiting.
You change your name there. So check that you can move yours, Ducky.
I can move.
You can move. Excellent.
Yeah.
I can also update that now too.
Let's. Oh, whoops, wrong one. Just did that again. Okay, Thel's name is Thel.
Yeah.
Imagine
Original
that.
man.
This is orange. Okay, and then just let me know if you can move your tokens. Should be able to now.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And yeah, if you don't mind putting in your initiative, please. And my boy. Okay.
Before we start,
Mm-hmm.
oh, actually, I might just DM you at Firefly.
Sure. Wait. DM me.
I DM'd.
Oh, silly. Firefly's the DM.
Hee hee hee.
I am the funny man.
Now I want to know how the other group handled this.
Sorry, Firefly. I meant like here.
Oh, yes. Then yes.
Okay,
to your
cool.
question. Yep. Sorry.
Sweet. Thank you. That's okay.
All right. Well, I mean, there's many different ways to handle it, so you'll have to find out.
I love how we've got our ranged character currently in melee, and the melee character's currently at range.
What
You're
could
just
go
saying.
wrong?
It'll be fine,
no.
I'm sure. All right.
Bubbles, what are you doing over there?
So, Ranva, you are up first.
Seeing that he pulled his sword out.
Oh,
I'm-
I'm sorry. There's one other little. You wouldn't be
Layer
able to see.
action.
Cosmo can see that he's also playing with a ring on his finger. So he has a sword in one hand, and he's kind of playing with a ring on his other finger. Go ahead.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, seeing that he pulled a sword on my friends, I'm going to Oh, I have a weird question real quick.
Okay.
Do I have to announce that I'm using my channel divinity before I start? Or my
For your damage.
for the I just lose it all the time. For the Fury of the Tides. Firefly.
Let me see. I'm pretty sure. So you're using one of your channel divinities, because I'm pretty sure that's an action.
Yeah,
you
so
should
like I
be
use
able
it
to
and then
just use
then
it.
when I like use my weapon attack, that's all. Because yeah, with the channel divinity, if they get pushed away 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's fine. I just say that I'm going to use it.
Yeah, it says Fury of the Tides is a bonus action.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. So yeah, I'll do my regular action. So I'm going to pull out my trident.
Okay.
and I will throw it at him.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'll roll to hit. Dirty 20.
Definitely hits.
I'll roll for damage.
Okay.
So 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay.
Yeah, and then with my divine eternal divinity, with my fury of the tides, he gets pushed back 10 feet, and if he hits anything, he takes an additional +4 damage.
Okay.
That's why I was asking about the wall.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm just double checking. Okay, so that's bonus
Yeah.
action. Okay, so yeah, that works. So he takes an additional 4.
Yeah, and he's pushed back 10 feet.
All right, so he does hit this wall. It's sort of like the banister to the staircase.
Yeah.
But for all intents and purposes, it's a wall. All right, and he takes 4 more damage. Okay.
And I will move to, I guess, yeah, behind here for now to get ready to get onto the boat.
Okay. So is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I have to pull this up.
Death is coming.
It's gonna be a ring of mark for death or something silly like that, and we're just gonna instantly die.
Oh,
Yup,
no.
Rocks
I
fall.
would definitely do
Oh,
that
a
to
kill!
you.
Just instantly, just.
All right. So it is your buddy's turn here. And he is playing with his ring and he expends a use of it
Oh.
to summon. That is not the right size.
Oh, not the water elemental.
Oh no.
This boy right here.
There's something fishy going on here.
Actually, I think he can technically be right there.
That joke was kind of watered down.
Hit.
Oh.
And he is going to move up here. So he came around these stairs this way. And he's going to move up here. And that is the end of his turn.
Does he not create a attack of opportunity for?
He does, yeah. He does.
Yeah.
For Cosmo, go ahead.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'd like to do that. I'd like to cast.
I believe it's. I'm not sure if you're allowed to do a
Oh,
spell during a reaction.
True.
Are you? I don't
Let's
know
see.
well enough. Roberto, you may know more.
it's a
It
weapon,
had-
isn't it? Yeah.
It has to say that it can be used as a reaction.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
also,
I don't
you get
have any.
disadvantage on ranged attacks in a 5-foot.
We could try dagger. I've got a dagger.
Yeah, go
Um,
for it.
Yeah, so let's try that. It's going to be a +4 to hit. So that will be 20. Non-natural.
Okay, yep, it does hit.
Sure. So that's 1d4 + 2. 5 damage of a type I do no piercing.
How much?
Stab.
Oh, actually, is it 5? Yeah, it's 5.
5? Okay. 5 damage.
Nice.
Nice. All right. Next up is Ulrich.
Let's see here. I will.
Oh, was that my turn?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
that was
wasn't your turn. That was a reaction.
That was a reaction. Yep.
Okay.
To the attack of opportunity.
So he
Sorry.
still gets his turn. He gets his turn now as well.
Yeah, it's Cosmo's turn.
I better say it now. So before we've gone too far. Sorry.
Oh, because
Just-
I'm sorry. I did skip your thing. My apologies. It is your
That's all
turn
right.
now.
Just describe to me what I see, because you put the icon on the map, but it's not a turn tracker for it.
Oh, yes. I do need to add one. Oh my god. I'm such a noob with this.
Summon creatures go on his initiative, I believe.
Yeah, they do.
Cool.
They're gonna go. Yeah, I'll just leave them there.
Okay.
So basically what you guys see is a giant creature made of water.
Spooky.
Yes.
Let's see. How far
And
away
it's
is it?
size large, so it's pretty big.
Oh.
It would be
You can check, by the way.
10 feet diagonal, 15 feet. I think it's...
Okay.
Wait, from you. Yeah,
I'd like to
15.
I'd like to cast Guiding Bolt on it,
Okay.
which, just for clarification, doesn't deal lightning damage. It deals radiant damage, just in case there's any confusion. But
Okay.
Guiding Bolt is +7 to hit, so I'm going to roll, and that will be 25 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Okay, and it's going to be 46, which I'll do in game. 10 radiant damage.
How much was it? Oh, 10. Okay.
And I'd also like to use my movement to move behind. I'll tell you what, I'll stay on the boat, but I'm going to move to the right hand side. So what can I move here where I'm pinging? Is that netting?
It's like a grate to the bottom, but it's closed, so you couldn't really stand on it.
Okay.
Because I mean, I guess you could, but I would maybe consider it like rough terrain.
Yeah.
Because your foot might fall through.
In that case, I'll tell you what, I'll back off the boat. I'll go. Can I move to here? Can I walk back along the bridge and then move here?
Yeah, you can move through your allies.
Okay, I'll set up there and then that's my turn.
Okay. All right. So now it's Ulrich's turn.
I'm gonna use. You can use a bonus action first, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can do them in any order you want,
Yeah.
So
as long as you do them.
Yep.
bonus action, Shield of Faith for myself.
Okay.
So I'm basically a tank here, and then I will move up to him.
That gives you +2 AC, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I will cast Spiritual Weapon, so I'll need that Spiritual Weapon token.
Yeah.
Are you? Did you say you were moving up to him as well?
Yeah, you can go ahead and move up to him.
You can move your character however you like, with the power of a click.
I will move these right here. These are stairs down.
Up.
These are stairs up. Okay.
So,
yeah,
no,
there's
down.
stairs up to
Down the direction you've arrowed.
All right.
I mean, they go both directions, really.
Yeah.
True.
Not touching that one.
This part is higher than this part.
Yes.
I'm going to move here, and I will put my weapon over here.
Okay.
And I had not used this spell much before. Do I get to attack with it?
I think on your next turn.
When you cast the spell, you can make a melee attack against a creature within 5 feet, blah, blah, blah. So I do get to
there you
attack
go.
with it.
Okay. You get to
Right.
make one right away then.
So it's a... So it's my regular melee, so 1 plus 4. Does a 14 hit him?
A 14 does not hit.
All right. That is my
Beefy
turn.
So he
boy.
goes, he ducks out of the way of your hammer, just barely. Of your spectral brick hammer. Okay, that's the end of your turn.
Yes.
All right, Bubbles, you are up.
Oh. I'm gonna run up to him. Probably about there.
That would be
How
35. What is
I
your
can
movement?
move 40.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
about to look
that's
that
a thing. Apparently.
Okay. You are within 5 feet of the water creature.
Other thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Like it's coming over the deck, isn't it? Sort of thing. Like it's the big boy.
Yeah, it's occupying that space, so it would get an attack against you.
Oh, it's actually occupying the space I went up these stairs, or the space I'm in.
Yeah. So if you look,
So
I know the squares are really hard to see.
I can't quite. It looks like it's in just those 4 squares.
Yeah.
To
So
me.
that would be 5 feet.
Oh yeah, 5 feet. You can hit me,
Right.
but I haven't moved out of its range. I'm sorry, I'm getting
No,
confused.
you're right.
Is
You're
it-
right.
is
I'm
it-
getting
it- is-
confused.
Okay,
You're all good. You're all good.
it's not making an attack of opportunity because I haven't moved out. Yeah,
Yep.
cool.
I am tired.
It's fine.
Okay, go ahead. Make your attack.
I would like to attack with my quarterstaff first,
Okay.
which is a 16.
You're attacking the boy,
The
correct?
the boy, the dude,
Da
not
boy.
not the watery dude, the fleshy man dude.
Oh, it's the worst kind.
So it was a 16.
Yes.
Okay. His AC is 16, so I think he's
So I don't hit him then.
right. Yep.
Cool. And because I made an attack with a monk weapon, I am allowed to do a bonus action to try and strike him with my fist.
Punch him.
Yeah, I'm gonna punch him.
Okay.
Oh, it's a 7. Okay, that's a 12.
Does not hit.
Okay, cool.
He's spry.
Yeah,
Dodging these attacks.
cool.
All right, is that your turn?
I believe so.
Okay. Then Ranva, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to. I'm going to. 25. You can go diagonally. Like that's 5,
then
right?
it hit. Roberto?
Okay, cool. I was just
I
double
mean,
checking
there's
'cause I'd
stairs
go-
that you need to go up as well, though. If you-
Yeah. But I was like, if I go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I could go like here for 6, for 30 feet of movement.
Okay.
Cool. I was just double checking. I could do that. Yeah, I will.
That will mean you are exiting combat range of boy.
Yep. You'll get hit
Water
by the
boy.
water weird while you walk through. While you go around the stairs.
Sorry, what?
The path thing that you take will
You-
take you within
Yeah.
range and then go out of range, which will cause an attack of opportunity with water boy.
Does it?
Yes.
You can still do
Okay,
it.
that makes sense. Yeah, that's true. I could. I mean, yeah, I might as well because I kind of want to be here.
You're the chunky boy. You can take the hit.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Also, Roberto, was that you that put that in the...
Yeah.
Okay, so it would have hit. That's what I was going to check, because I was pretty sure it did.
I think we've done it before where it's like it doesn't hit, but okay, I can.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
I'll roll
I-
some
Oh,
damage.
I do my best.
And
I do my
then-
best to not be that guy. I just you sounded like you weren't sure about.
No, that's fine.
He takes 9 damage.
9, okay. Whoops. That was a heal, not a damage.
I hit him so weakly.
All right.
That he got better.
He gets...
You gently caressed his face, and that cheered him up.
Oh, I do my best.
All right, so a 16. So water creature does not hit you.
Oof.
me.
Yep.
Oh, sweet.
And his attack of opportunity. So, or its attack. So go ahead and... What else are you going to do?
I will pull out my longsword
Okay.
and I will, hit him with it. Since I don't have my trident right now because it's on the floor back down there.
Okay.
So I'll use my longsword now.
Okay. Sounds good.
Nah, that was a natural 20 plus 5. So
Huge.
that's a hit. A D8? Are you my D8? You are. Oh, 8 plus 5. 13.
13 total?
Yeah, and then with my fury, he gets knocked back 10 feet, but that would probably knock him over the edge. I wonder if that matters. Would it knock him over the edge? Or was like the boat like risen there a bit enough for him to just like hit it?
There is like a... There is a railing. So he would hit the railing, but he would still take that damage.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that too. So then you get the extra plus 4 damage.
Okay.
Because
so
I hold that for I hold that for a minute, that divine channel divinity.
Okay, so 17 total.
Yes.
Okay. He's starting to look kind of hurt. Okay, and is that the rest of your turn?
Yes, that is my go over now.
All right. So this boy, he's backed himself into a corner.
He has.
He is going to go ahead and hit Bubbles, who smacked him first. Give me a second. And he actually takes out a second short sword.
Uh-oh.
Double trouble.
Yep. Now that he no longer needs his other hand for the ring. So he goes ahead and he hits for 23.
23's a hit?
Yep.
That does a feel like that hits me.
I will do the honor of asking anyway.
Thank you. I have a 16 armor class. I'm not sure if the math checks out on that. So.
So he's going to hit you for 5 for that swing.
5. Oof.
And then second attack is an 8. So he misses the second attack.
Oh, he misses. Okay.
All right. The water creature is also going to attack you, Bubbles.
Oh. It's fine. I can breathe underwater.
Yeah. Same.
Because
You
that'll
know,
help.
it was kind of funny that you guys went Triton. I was like,
I just read your mind.
Okay, so oh my god. It does not hit. That
What was
an
it?
8 for it as well.
Damn.
Not rolling well for these guys.
Thank you, monk. Woo.
Yep. Guys are goofy.
Would we be here if we were anything but?
True. Yeah.
There we are.
And that's gonna be the end of this boy's turn. Because he is too hurt to try to move.
The water elemental's not going to move at all, is it?
Hmm?
Water elemental's not going to move. Water boy.
Nope.
Okay.
He's happy where he is. Cosmo, go ahead. Your turn.
Does it not attack or?
Oh,
It attacked me.
Oh,
it missed.
okay, sure. Right, so yeah, Cosmo's going to run on the boat. So he's going to run 15, 20. I assume I can go diagonally on these bits, right? So that would be 20 up to there. 25. Is that okay?
It'd be... You were at the end of the gangplank. Oh, no, you were on there. So 5, 10.
Oh, I was where I'm pinging.
5, 10.
I think it's 25.
That's-
That's
here.
30. That's. Yeah.
Oh, do I have?
Or
I can't take the
that would actually
diagonals.
be 30. Yeah, that would be 30. You can do that.
Your second diagonal counts as a 10. Is that right?
It doesn't matter either way. If that's allowed up to
You
there,
can
then
get
that's
that
fine.
far. That's
yeah,
as far as you can go.
You can get that far. Yep.
Yeah, I'd like to cast a meta magic protection from evil and good. Just to elaborate on what I want to do, I want to cast a spell that is normally touch on one target, but I want to use twin spell so that I can touch two people and cast it on both of them. Is that okay to do?
You can. Who are you touching?
The two players within touch range, which would be
So I'm 5. I don't know, 5 foot above or whatever. I'm on another level.
Yeah, I'm not sure you'd be able to actually reach Bubbles. Just because they've gone up the stairs and they're on this second level there, but you can definitely touch Ulrich.
Yeah, go on then. I can replace one of them with myself.
Yeah,
so
You can move. You can move up the stairs, but then you'd be closer to the bad guy.
Yeah,
can't
I
reach
also
that
don't have movement apparently, so I can't move anywhere. Yeah, I'll touch myself, and that's not a lewd joke. The player next to me, and I'm casting Protection from Evil and Good, which is a concentration spell. I will put a link to it in the Discord.
Okay.
And that's my action. I don't have a bonus action to use, so that will be my turn.
Okay. All right. Then next up is Ulrich.
All right, I will. What's the rule for halflings about moving through a large creature's
I mean,
space?
you can move through your teammates, but I should really stop. It's
Halflings
5
have
plus down.
extra little abilities.
Usually all the rules that I've the rules that I've seen have been that you can move through a friendly party square as long as you don't end your turn there
Yes.
for anybody. But halflings specifically have a racial thing that says you can move through the space of any creature that is of a size larger than yours. So if I wanted to, I could run between his legs, I guess. I don't want to do that. But I will move 5, 10. Can I stand here?
I'm going to say yes.
Since I am a wee boy.
I tried so hard to get the
Yeah, the
squares
map
to
to
line
line
up
up.
appropriately.
Oh, dude.
So I'm
Yeah.
taking some liberties with... I'm going to allow you to stand there.
Yeah, roll 20s like that because you move the whole thing and then you see 2 other places where the lines are off and it's just you could sit at it all day and
It
it'll never
was
be
so obnoxious because I already had the grid on this map behind it, which you can't see very well. So I was like, I gotta pick one grid or the other. But yes, I will
You
allow
got
you
the
to stand
gangplank
there.
lined up.
Say that again?
You got the gangplank lined up. Little victories.
Yes, that's all I did. I was like, I'm gonna make sure that that's lined up, and then
So I will attack with my hands.
you do move through the water.
And
boy.
I'm going to go ahead and guess that an 8 doesn't hit him.
No.
The spiritual weapon will also attack. That better hit him.
Oh,
If a
was it
24
24? Yes, definitely
If a
hits
24 doesn't hit this dude, we got trouble.
him.
And he takes 8 bludgeoning damage.
8 bludgeoning. He's looking really, really rough.
You were right about the attack of opportunity as well, though.
Hmm. Oh yes, the water creature gets an attack on you
All right.
because you went through. Who knows? I have been rolling like shit for it, so.
I mean, it's on one roll. 2. 2
Nope,
rolls.
does not hit.
Oh, there we go.
There, 3.
It's such a cool creature. I'm so disappointed. All right.
You tried.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn then?
Yes.
You did. Yep, because you did bonus action too. Okay. Bubbles.
Okay.
You're just pounding on this guy.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna just continue to pound on him, I guess. Another attack with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and go for non-lethal. I don't want to kill him. I just want to subdue, if necessary. It doesn't matter. It's a 10.
Yeah, does not hit.
No, okay. But I did the fancy using the quarterstaff, so that's fine. I am allowed to do a bonus action now because reasons. Or
Hmm.
no, I'm gonna attack with bonus action as well. 16 again.
Then yeah, it hits.
Oh, I'd also, because it hits, after you take the attack action on your turn, you can spend 1. No, that's not the one. When you use your attack action, you can spend 1 key point to make a flurry of blows.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to do that.
Okay. I would like to rage.
I would like to. Yep. Cool.
Okay, go for
Flurry
it.
of-
So you get to make 2 unarmed strikes.
Yeah. So 6 damage for the first one, and then I roll again for the second attack, don't I? The third attack. The second unarmed one. I'm getting lost on my own stuff.
It says, after you take the attack action, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Okay, yes, I see now. Yes, so okay, so I roll again for
Yep.
to hit.
Mm-hmm.
8, so I missed that. Okay.
Okay, and the other one?
Sorry, that was the first one where I did 6 damage.
Oh, okay.
That
You
was-
hit-
that
oh,
was-
that
so
was
I-
the
I-
six-
I
okay.
rolled-
Yep.
I rolled a selection of things which didn't go well.
Okay.
I hit once, which did 6 damage.
All right. He is looking very hurt. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Next up is Ranva.
I shall. Yeah, because I don't know if I want to kill him either, so
There are things other than attack actions, remember?
yeah.
Nah.
Just, you guys can do whatever you want to do.
Just
Hey,
like
he
hits him with
started
hits him with the other end of my sword in his head to like knock him out.
This guy pulled his weapon out first. No court in favor
is
would
true.
convict us.
This is
I mean,
true.
technically we were trespassing on his ship, but that's not the point I'm going to make.
Yikes. I'm going to have to hit him with my longsword.
Okay.
No
So there we
witnesses,
go.
no crime.
Oh, I'm rolling really well today. 19 plus 5. So it's going to hit.
Huge. Yes, that will
Oh,
definitely hit.
Oh, no.
What are you, a paladin?
I am.
You don't crit on a 19, do you?
I don't believe so. I didn't read
Critical
it.
knockout.
So, no. Let's roll a d8.
Fighter's the only 5e class that gets that, right?
That's a
Barbarian can do
9.
as well, I think.
What is it?
That's a 9.
Okay, how would you like to do this?
Yay!
Instead of using
Non-lethal.
instead of using the sharp end of my sword, I'm gonna hit him with like the blunt end and hopefully just knock him out.
You know what? Okay.
As he says nervously.
He was. You know what? I'll allow it. He's
I
literally.
mean,
He wasn't decapitated.
Right. He's literally
Adding
1
cut-
hit point, so I'm gonna
Oh
allow
god, really? Oh
it. Okay,
because
so
I chose not to use the pushback this time, so it wouldn't
okay,
be plus
that's
4.
fine. That's fine.
I understand, but you're hitting
knock
the
his
back
limp
rail.
body off the boat.
Yeah, that would have been really unfortunate.
Because if you did that again, I was gonna say with the force of the first one, it would break the.
Oh god.
Yeah, he just falls over the edge. Yikes.
All right.
Is water creature, water boy, is he still up?
Water
Yeah,
creature
that's what I was
drops,
wondering. Okay, I
Ah.
thought that would happen.
turns into water.
Damn.
Yep. So, water boy is gone. Big bad evil guy, unconscious and bleeding out on the deck.
Yikes.
What would you guys like to do at this point?
I have a rope.
Whoa!
Maybe.
Whoa! Whoa! Let's talk to him first.
Oh, he's unconscious.
Yeah,
I was
mean,
going
we
to
can.
use my hand of healing on him. I was going to be like,
Oh, okay.
save-
But hold on,
stabilize.
but should we tie him up
it
first?
would make sense. And that's why I'm saying tie him up. I'm going to hit him so he doesn't just immediately die from bleeding out or something like that.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Cosmo at the back shouts, "Confiscate the ring." He had a ring
Oh,
on his
true.
hand. Take
Yeah,
it.
good point.
Okay.
Give those
So
away.
what are
Checking
the
for-
things that you're
Boy,
doing? You're
Checking
confiscating
for
the
more
ring.
rings.
I'm
My
hitting the ring,
Checking
tying him
for
up,
more rings.
and healing him.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Are
tied
we
up.
just doing
Tying
three?
him up.
We just
Okay.
doing-
All right. So you remove the ring. You tied him up. You healed him. He comes to, still really rough. How much did you heal him for?
It's 1d4 plus 2. He's healed to 6 hit points,
Okay.
which isn't very much still, but you know,
Nope.
he's all right.
He's gonna be fine. All right. So you have a bloodied man in front of you, tied up.
Are we out of combat rotation?
Yes, you are out of combat now.
Cool. I'm gonna run up on the
Yay.
top of the deck.
It wasn't his fault. we've attacked an innocent man.
Oh, could you imagine?
What have
Oh,
we done?
no.
It's just a random guy.
I mean, we kind of did go at it too very fast. So I was kind of nervous about that, but it's
Yeah.
okay. Hopefully, it is the man. He had
Your
hoods and rings.
Spiritual weapon would have probably dropped by now, right?
I don't know the time on it. I think is 10 minutes, but yeah, we can get rid of it.
Oh, if it's 10
Yeah.
minutes, I mean, you can keep it up
Oh.
if you want.
What
Just
1 minute?
threatening him with a hammer.
Yes, like, you want to float it over him.
It's 1 minute. So he wakes up and he sees us standing over him, and the spiritual weapon just kind of wah back and forth in front of his face like a lightsaber.
Okay.
So he's conscious, right?
Yep, he's conscious.
He is.
I said to him, like, "You got some talking to do, sir. Who are you?"
I have nothing to say to you.
Oh, I think you do.
Spits out a tooth.
Oh,
You know, we just beat you to death like 2 seconds ago, and you could
The
be
only
able.
reason you're alive is because we allow it.
Oh. He's not talking.
Should we carry him to the mayor?
Mm.
Does he realize that he doesn't have his ring on anymore?
He probably hasn't realized, but he's also tied up, so and beaten to hell.
Probably can't feel his fingers, let alone half his face.
It's true. Yeah, I mean, we should probably, if he's not going to talk, maybe he'll talk in jail.
I mean, we could make him talk right here. Who has the ring?
I've got it. With the other
Yeah.
one that I've got in my pocket.
Can I borrow that for a second?
Sure. Here you go.
So I hold the ring up and I sort of twist it back and forth with my fingers to make sure he sees it. These are fancy rings you got on.
Scowls at you.
Much fancier than no offense, a man who dresses the way you do would normally have.
He's
I
just kinda
wonder- I wonder what they do. And I maintain eye contact with him as I slowly start to slide the ring on my finger, see if he reacts in any way.
His eyes kind of widen. And he's like, please. Just
Please, what? and I stop. The ring just like a millimeter from the end of my finger starting to slide onto my finger. Please, what?
what do you want to know?
That's
You already
better.
have me.
Who are you?
My name is Farron.
Hello, Farron.
Farron.
How are you
Today.
faring on this fine day?
It's so good.
He starts crying.
No. Please take me away from these people. No, he's just like he just brushes it off. He's like,
Farron.
I don't know what you want to hear.
What do you know of today's events regarding this town's festivities that went wrong? Were you involved?
Okay, sounds good. Everybody.
Get that trident.
Yep.
Literally, I'm like, do not forget my baby.
He's just like, you guys seem to have all the information. You found me.
Take that as a yes.
We also found the notes in that trunk too, but
I mean, if we had all the information, you'd be in the lake now.
He's just like, when you mention the trunk, he's like, that goddamn innkeep.
So, we've got your rings, we've got your ship, we've got you.
Looks like you got it all, huh?
Well, you can still walk away from this. Because we just want to know what's going on. What has the town people in such a tizzy? The fishermen tell me that there's a part of the lake that you can go to that they can't. Some mysterious force. Bet you wouldn't know anything about that either, though, would you?
He just looks at the ring that you're holding.
So
I'm
you've been
sure I wouldn't
summoning-
have any idea.
I like his sarcasm. He's acting like he doesn't know. Okay. That sounds like he does. Hey, we should take him to the town. We can tell the townsfolk about him. And what he's been doing to the other fishermen.
You know, I bet the other local fishermen would love to meet you. They didn't seem too happy about what's going on lately. There's a greater purpose for this.
Okay. I'll let you play it.
We haven't killed him yet. But I would hate to I would hate to inconvenience you any further, and you already seem like your back kind of hurts. So we could just skip all that. Just tell us what we want to know, and we'll take that information to them. You don't need to be involved.
Look, when you get used to a certain kind of life and it gets taken away from you, wouldn't you like to get back to it? And you just kind of look at him, and you look at his clothes, and they look like they used to be super nice. But they've faded. They've got holes in it. Kind of raggedy.
So basically, you're saying that you feel pity for yourself for the life that you had, and you think that this townsfolk should suffer as a result. Am I right?
I'm not looking for anyone to suffer. I just
Okay.
want what's due to me.
Due to you, you feel that you deserve.
And you just kind of, you see like this kind of internal, like, I don't want to tell them anything, but also recognizing his situation. And he's just like, I found that treasure. It's mine. And this stupid town is in the way. I need to set up an operation to get it. You think these people are going to allow that? They're precious fish and their precious patron.
Well, the fish is kind of how they are able to, survive and live. So you can't really blame them for holding it in high esteem.
They've got farms and hunting parties. It doesn't matter. He just kind of looks at himself all tied up.
And
He's
you're
looking
willing
kind
to
of pitiful
condemn.
right now.
You're willing to condemn a town of innocents, people you've not even met, you've never even judged, for your own self greed.
I'm not condemning anyone,
must-
just scaring them out of town.
Where will they go?
I don't care.
Exactly. You're
I
too
say we take
self-righteous
him.
to even consider where anyone would go, what they would do with themselves.
Can't honestly say it matters to me.
Then I can't honestly say whatever happens to you matters to me.
Pulls out a sword.
Got
Stabs
him. Mic drop.
I say we take him to Trent, the town sheriff.
Agreed.
Agree. Before we do that,
Oh boy.
is there anything else in his pockets or on his person of note?
I'd like to search the ship as well at some point.
Yeah, so in his pocket you see just another like journal entry essentially that he looked like he had been writing. It kind of stops abruptly. It just talks about the next, haul of stuff that they found. There's nothing else really on him other than the other rings that you took off of him. Obviously the one that he activated, and then he had like 2 or 3 others.
So we have how many total of those rings? 4?
Well, you would have to identify if you wanted to see if any of the other ones were magical. Specifically the one that you saw him use obviously has some sort of magical property, but the other ones you're not sure. As for the rest of the ship, there wasn't anyone else on board. The cabin is kind of it's mostly bare. There's kind of like, stuff you would expect to see there. There's more storage stuff. There's like a small cot and another writing desk, which has just like an inkwell and some parchment and stuff. There's a chest, a small chest, like the size of a bread box.
Oh.
About
Is there bread inside?
there's not bread inside.
I'm secretly a duck and I'm hungry.
But that's bad for your belly. So you open the chest, and there's a few more rings inside, a couple of necklaces and stuff. You're not really sure if any of these are magical in any way unless you wanted to find out.
Confiscate them all.
That's,
No, can I cast Detect Magic?
yeah.
Let me just check. Yeah, at first level. Wait, would I have to cast this? It would detect magic within presence of 30 feet.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'd like to do that, please.
Okay, so the ring that Ulrich is holding, definitely magical. And there are 3 other rings in that little chest that are magical as well. The rest are non-magical.
Even the one in my pocket.
The one in your pocket is non-magical.
Would I learn the school of magic of the remaining 3 rings? If it's something that's relevant. It might not be, I don't know.
With Detect Magic, I'm pretty sure you do.
Yeah, you do. I just have to figure out what they are.
Is it similar to the ones before? Because I'm guessing that would be conjuration, maybe, if it's like elementals and stuff.
They're all a little bit different. So give me 1 second. Obviously,
They're all the magic of Nerf.
exactly.
And stuff. And now you know everything there is to know.
Perfect. That's the one. One of them is illusion.
Love illusion.
One of them is transmutation.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second. 2 of them are actual transmutation. That's right.
Okay.
And one of them is illusion. And then I think you're right that one is conjuration. I just want to double check for you. Doesn't say, but I'm pretty sure it's conjuration.
Cool. Yeah, so I guess the group would have seen me casting that, but I'd just like to say to them, like, yeah, there's definitely 3 more rings. Yeah, transmutation and illusion magic. Probably better confiscate them and give them to someone trustworthy.
You can take them back to the sheriff and the mayor.
He'll be excited to learn about these 3 rings we found. 2 rings?
Sure.
There would be the one that you had and 3
chest in
others.
the hotel as well.
Yeah,
we should get this one singular ring to the sheriff as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I think we head off to the. I think we head off to the sheriff now.
Okay.
All right.
So you guys head back into town to the sheriff. You come in. It's pretty late by this point. But or rather, the lights are still on. You see the 2 guards posted at the front, who recognize you, and sort of look at you with this bloodied, beaten dude, and kind of follow you in. Mostly out of curiosity, because it's clear that you can handle yourselves. You come into a very nicely decorated, open kind of foyer waiting area / hall. And there is a desk, an ornate desk with a young gnome woman behind it. And she comes up and she goes, Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. I'll go get the mayor. And she hurries to a door behind her. And a moment later emerges with the mayor, who comes out and looks at you guys and looks at this.
So, fresh catch.
I'll say so. Is this the man responsible for tonight?
We believe so. He had these, and we hand him the rings.
Which rings?
All of them.
Okay.
we had. Did we detour on the way through the hotel? Or did we just have 4 of the 7, right?
Well, we brought the one we found in the hotel room with us.
Yep.
We put the key back, but we kept the ring.
Oh, because
That ring.
did I
is not
misremember?
magical,
Because I thought there were more rings, but maybe I misremembered.
though. Well, there was that little chest that had a bunch of rings and necklaces and bracelets and like pieces of jewelry in it. Jewelry. Ugh. Ever since I was little, I couldn't say the word. I used to say jewelsy.
We got it.
Don't
Do
judge
it,
me.
man. Love it.
My brother's the same. He says Julie.
Julie. That's
Yeah.
terrible. Okay. So there was that little chest that had all kinds of stuff in it, but only 4 of the rings, the one that he was wearing, and 3 others in that chest were magical. The rest were non-magical.
Okay, yeah.
So he looks at it all and he goes, please take it. You deserve it. Take it as your reward. And this, and he hands you a pouch of 200 gold. And he says, please, if you took this from the ship, it's yours. Or sorry, if you took this from his I metagamed my own
what ship?
NPC.
What ship are you talking about?
He's the true evil guy.
The mayor was just watching us the whole time.
Yeah, the mayor was in on it.
From a distance.
In the distance.
The
Are
plot
you-
thickens.
You're shipping him and us?
Sorry, that was a DM tongue slip. If you took this from his person, please, you can consider this part of your payment as well.
Thank you.
And he just looks at the guy and he's like, I can't
even believe you right
well,
now.
I cannot even. We'll deal with you later. Please, guards, take him away. And he just he's grumpy.
I'm just going to turn to the party real quick and in a low
Just
voice and
dejected.
say, we didn't fix the wind and the whistle.
Not quite yet.
Okay.
And he just as I'll give this to you guys because I did to the last one. As he walks away,
Okay.
as the guards take Farron away, he goes, I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling adventurers.
No, that's not even right. I tried to do the Scooby. No, damn.
So as you guys are done, you step out into the night and a soft breeze starts flowing through the town and you hear soft musical whistles.
It's fine, guys. We fixed the whistles too.
And there you go.
Yay!
Huzzah.
Yay!
Hooray.
So there you
how-
go.
In comparison
That
to Group
was
1,
fun.
how direct was our approach?
You guys were very direct, but we can talk about it after
Goodbyes.
I finish up. Yeah. So I will do our little outro. So thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed the one shot. Thank you so much to the players for playing. I very much
Thank you.
appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. It was
Thank
very
you, Firefly,
fun.
for hosting.
fun.
Thank you for helping me along on my first DMing adventure.
You did great.
And we love you guys very much. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.